Hi guys, Mr. Matt here. May the 4th be with you. Just wanted to do another art project with you guys this week. There's a lot going on. Spring is here, so there's a lot of flowers blooming, which will be featured in our tech project also. Do some digital photography. But anyway, Mother's Day is right around the corner, so I thought it would be kind of neat to do a realistic flower drawing project. So I have a couple of YouTube tutorials that I'm going to send out in your instruction sheet, your Microsoft Word document, and those are what I'm using to make this drawing. Now the flower that I'm going to draw is a daffodil. So the YouTube video, how to draw a flower step by step in 6 minutes, is just a pencil drawing. I'm actually going to color mine in with colored pencils. And then the other video is from Art for Kids Hub, and they're drawing a hibiscus flower, which they're from Hawaii. Daffodils are native to this area. So the second tutorial, the hibiscus flower, I'm just using that as an example of how to color the flower. But you want to start with the drawing one first. So I'm going to stop the video and change views, zoom in on my paper, and show you how I would approach drawing the daffodil. Okay, so the first thing that we need is the center part of the daffodil. So I'm going to start with kind of a U shape. It's going to come down, pencil, by the way, starting with. And this is good for your pencil sketching skills. I'm going to kind of flatten the bottom of this a little bit, almost like a reverse curve there. And then I'm going to come up on the other side. Like that. There, like that. All right, so, and now around the top, we want to make, basically you want to make an ellipse, which is like an oval, but you want it to be like a wavy one, because that's like what the center part of the flower does. So I can just make these like little waves. Come around. So maybe I need to kind of fix that line right there, but that's pretty good. All right. And then we have, from these points, I'll just put some lines that go down. I'm not really doing a lot of shading with pencil because I'm going to color this in with colored pencil later, but I'm just kind of showing where the ridges of those are. This is going to need maybe a little bit of that underneath there to make that look there. So there's the center part of my flower, all just pencil sketch. There's actually another part that comes up here, and I'm just going to make a little round part and then back down to the very middle part of the flower that comes up through that. Now I can do the petals. I'm going to start with a petal right here that's going to come off, and I want to make this pretty big. Let's bring this out here. And this side of it is going to come over here and go like that. I have another one that's going to come out here. Comes out here, way out there. And even another one that's kind of hiding behind. This one's going to come out behind there. And go back in like that. And then I want two on this side of what I call the middle one. This is like the middle And then, yeah, so this one comes out, oop, hello, wake up. This one comes out like this. And then one more, this one I want to come out about halfway up that. Nice big curve out to there. It's going to come in like that. Okay, and then I can show a stem that would be about here. I just kind of go down like that. They have a little thing that show. I don't think I want to put that in there. Change my mind on that. Just keep it simple. Just do straight stem. There. All right. So there is the pencil drawing part. I'm going to stop the video now, and then I'll come back and start to talk about the coloring process. Okay, so the second video that shows the color application, they do the hibiscus with pink and yellow and maybe some red. But the idea is that it's darker in those places and it gets lighter as it goes out towards the ends of the petals. And the same thing with the kind of bell shape in the middle. So I'm going to use different colors. I'm going to do my daffodil yellow because daffodils are generally yellow. Nowadays you can get flowers in all kinds of colors, but so I have two yellow color pencils. One is like a darker yellow, one's a lighter yellow. And there's two oranges. One's lighter orange, one's a darker orange, and then a black for outlining in really dark areas. So if I was to start on the bell part of this, I would start probably with some of the dark orange down here at the bottom. And I'm going to kind of bring that up like this. Maybe it's dark under here, that under part. So I'm kind of fanning that dark orange up the bell. Put some of that down in there. Now I'm going to switch to this lighter orange and add a little bit of that in. And then I'm going to switch to the yellows. So I'll start with the dark yellow here. I'm going to kind of go over the oranges with the dark yellow. Maybe under this area, I'm going to add a little bit of this dark orange. This is kind of a shadow underneath that. And then the light yellow, I'm going to put in these areas here, off the ends of these. Even lighten my pressure in some areas to make it almost white. There, that's pretty good. All right, I like that. So now I'm going to work on the inside. So I got to decide where I want it. I think I'm going to put the dark in first. So these areas here, I want to be the darkest one. So I'm just going to add a little bit of this dark orange, kind of following the lines I added with the pencil when I was sketching. And I'm going to put a little bit down in here, because the deeper you go inside there, the darker it's going to be. And as we come up out of there, I'm going to switch to the lighter orange. Have that that dark orange fade to the lighter orange like that. And then to the yellow. I'm going to put some of the darker yellow kind of in near those dark areas first, and then I'm going to do the rest of it with the light yellow. Kind of like that. You can go right over the top of the orange too. It kind of blends the yellow into the orange. Like that. Now I'm going to switch to the light yellow. And I'm going to kind of lighten my pressure up a little bit as I get towards the top of the bell. Turn my paper a little bit, make it easier for me. Alright, so there's that. I'm happy with the way that came out. I'm going to stop the video now and try the same technique on the petals and show you what that looks like. So I found a way that works good, very similar to what I did with the center or bell part of the flower. I started with the lighter orange actually, and I did these lines that kind of come out from the middle. I follow the outside edges of the petal, and then a few on the inside that kind of come out, reach out. And you notice I'm doing this curved line, so it kind of goes with the shape of the petal. And then after I do the dark, or the medium orange, I actually go back with the dark, and just add a little bit of dark kind of in the part where it connects in to the center of the flower like that. And then I take the darker yellow, and I kind of go over all that. Blend the yellow right over the top of the two oranges and kind of in and around where the orange is, like that. After that, I switch to the lighter yellow and I do the rest with that. That gives me the effect I'm looking for. Gotta be careful here at the end. I think I'm going to go over all my pencil lines with black kind of delicately at the end to finish it, but that looks pretty good. So I'm going to stop the video now. I'm going to keep doing that to all my petals, and then I'll show you how I'd finish the stem and outlining to finish the drawing. Okay, so I have all my petals colored in using that technique. Now I'm going to do the stem. So I have two greens. I have a lighter green and a darker green. I'm going to just do the light green through the whole stem. Be careful around the petal there. I don't really want to go into the petal. I want to just go up to it. There. All right, now I'm going to switch to the darker green, and I'm going to do like the sides. I'm going to push pretty hard and have it be like darker on the outside edge of the stem, and let it kind of fade lighter as it works towards the middle. So first I'm going to put like two dark lines on either side, right up to that petal. Now I'm going to kind of go with medium pressure in between the center and that dark line and kind of make it so it does that fade effect. Same thing over here. So it fades from dark to kind of a lighter middle. I like the way that looks. Yep. Now I want it to be like a shadow here because this is under the petal. So I'm going to darken this part. Bring that darkness down. And I can kind of fade that. There. That looks pretty cool. So now, if I were to take my black colored pencil, I should be able to go around and kind of redo my outlines of everything. You can also use this to add a little bit of shading if you want. Like I could take this and kind of add a little bit where I want it to be dark down in there with the black in these places, underneath here. All these are little details, are things that are going to make it look more realistic and convincing in the end. Go around this bell part of the flower. This part, the pistil and the stamen, parts of flowers. That's for science class. See a lot of bees out this time of year, and not kind that I'm afraid of, but honeybees that they don't sting. They're just out pollinating, helping the plants grow. So if you see honeybees around, leave them alone. Let them do their work. They're good for us. We need those. All right, so I'm going to stop this, but you can see how nice that makes it look, and I'll bring it back when I have more done. Okay, so here's my daffodil. I'm almost done with the outlining. I'm just going to do a little bit of this shading. Just kind of pull these lines out from the center and follow those orange lines you made earlier. And you really want it darker down in here, lighter as it goes out, so I can go back over and kind of darken this part where it's close to that bell, inner part of the flower. And that really gives it, makes it look real. So just outline the stem here. And there's a nice simple illustration of a daffodil. So all that's left to do is to sign it. And this might make a nice gift for Mom or Grandma for Mother's Day. All right, you guys stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll see you next time. Bye.